Chapter 1. The Resources of Pain. Life is pain. Sophocles. If this is the first encounter you have had with death, you have entered one of the most intense periods of your life. It may also become the most important, in the sense that it will define the person you will become for the rest of your life. In encountering death, you are now at the very center of human experience. You are in the presence of the sacred. Do not let anyone minimize its importance or make you feel that grieving is anything other than an absorbing, life-changing experience. Others may not necessarily understand this. To them, you are simply someone in grief. They will talk of grief solemnly, as if it were a single thing, which it is not. Grief is an overwhelming experience. It is like acute pain in the way it can swallow up your entire consciousness. Like acute pain, it can involve a period of shock or numbness. But when that wears off, one may feel anything from relief to anger to fear. Grief is not one emotion, and no one emotion is appropriate for the grieving. People react to loss in different ways at different times and in different situations. But usually the first reaction to grief is that it is like pain. This can be a useful analogy in several ways. As in physical pain, you feel wounded. The shock of the pain can numb you. You may be able to think of nothing else except the pain. A certain numbness is an entirely natural reaction. It is nature's way of protecting you from the pain you are in. During this first phase, it may be helpful to imagine yourself as bruised and broken, like the victim of a bad car accident. And maybe that is precisely what you are. What follows from this? For those in pain, from the very first moment, you must take good care of yourself physically. You'll never be able to endure the pain you are in unless you take what measures you can to sustain your physical self. If, in eating, you can't keep much down, eat what you can. Take vitamin supplements. If you can't sleep, remember this is common in grieving. Doze, take naps. Trust your body to rest when it must. Remember, this is only pain. It is natural. It is almost normal. Open yourself to the pain. It will not kill you. In fact, it is a sign you are alive. But you must protect yourself. Go on a news fast. Do not watch television. Do not read the papers. You are, at the moment, very raw, very vulnerable. You do not know what you will see when you turn on the news. Sudden images of pain may feel like an assault. Remember, television is a very hot medium and invites an immediate emotional reaction. But even printed images can give you pain. Why seek it out? You have enough of your pain to cope with right now. Avoid, if possible, picking up on impersonal pain, such as the news. In the same spirit, see only the people you like and trust. Avoid others if at all possible. If not, minimize contact. Abandon yourselves to your friends. Ask those close to you to make the necessary arrangements for the funeral and other gatherings. Consult with them, but do not try to take the entire burden of managing practical things at this moment upon yourself. Remember, others are grieving too, and helping you in practical matters will also help them to express their own feelings. Try to free up as much time as possible to allow you to begin to come to terms with what has happened to you. Grieving slows you down in any case. You must insist that others give you space to heal. Do things in your own time. Do not be rushed into decisions. Do things as you can.